There is a reason some small kitchens feel tiring, even when they are beautifully decorated. It is not always the size. Often, it is the feeling that too much is being asked of the room. Too many objects, too many surfaces calling for attention, too little space for the eye and for the mind to rest. The secret to a cozy kitchen that feels refined, warm, and beautiful for the years is not owning more. It is knowing what the room truly needs in order to support daily life with grace. In a smaller home, beauty becomes believable when it is calm, useful, and deeply cared for. Today, we are creating a kitchen that feels settled, welcoming, and quietly lasting. One of the quiet problems in a small kitchen is that every surface starts trying to do too much. The counter becomes storage, the shelves becomes display, and the room begins to feel emotionally noisy before the day has even begun. But a refined kitchen does not prove its usefulness by showing everything. It feels trustworthy because it leaves space. The first design decision is not color or hardware. It is breathing room. A little openness to the counter, a clearer walkway, a more deliberate place for everyday items. These small acts change the way the room receives you. Instead of pressure, you feel permission. The kitchen begins to support your rhythm, not compete with it. A small kitchen becomes tiring when storage is treated only as a practical issue. It is also an emotional one. When drawers are difficult, cabinets are overfilled, or everyday tools do not have an easy home, the room starts creating small moments of friction all day long. Over time, that friction becomes fatigue. The secret is not simply adding more storage, but making storage gentler. The things you reach for most should be the easiest to access. The things you need less often should quietly disappear. Baskets, drawer dividers, closed cabinets, and one or two carefully chosen open moments can make the room feel composed. Good storage protects dignity. It lets the kitchen remain beautiful while being fully lived in. A small kitchen can easily become either too cold or too busy. Hard surfaces are necessary, of course, but when every finish feels sharp, glossy, or overly contrasting, the room loses its softness. This is where material choices matter so deeply. A refined kitchen often relies on warmth that does not shout. Matte cabinetry, gently grained wood, softly veined stone, aged metal, linen, clay, and ceramic. These materials age with grace because they do not depend on novelty. They become more beautiful as they become familiar. And in a smaller room, familiarity matters. It helps the kitchen feel less like a project and more like a companion to daily life. Steady, comforting, and quietly elegant. Many small kitchens are not lacking decoration. They are lacking tenderness. A room can be well designed and still feel emotionally flat if the lighting is harsh, cold, or only functional. In a compact kitchen, light carries enormous responsibility. It shapes not only visibility, but mood, memory, and the feeling of being at ease in your own routines. Natural light should be welcomed, not blocked. Artificial light should soften the room rather than interrogate it. A small lamp on the counter, under cabinet warmth, a gentle pendant over a tiny dining spot. These details create atmosphere without clutter. Good lighting tells the nervous system that the room is safe, settled, and ready to hold the day gently. In a small room, not every corner has to be decorative. In fact, trying to make every inch visually charming often creates the opposite effect. But one small moment of beauty can change the emotional character of the entire kitchen. It may be a coffee corner, a tea tray, a little shelf near the window, or a simple arrangement of bowls and fruit on the counter. The point is not display for its own sake. It is emotional anchoring. A gentle focal point helps the room feel intentional and loved. It gives the eye somewhere to land and the day somewhere to begin. When a kitchen has one beautiful pause within it, the whole room starts to feel more gracious. A kitchen becomes truly warm when it supports more than tasks. It must also make room for small rituals. The first cup of tea, slicing fruit in the afternoon light, sitting for a simple lunch, folding a towel after washing it up, pausing between one part of the day and the next. In a compact home, these rituals matter even more because the same room often carries so much of life. A refined kitchen does not feel rushed. It allows one chair near a window, a small round table, a stool at the counter, or a quiet corner where daily routines can feel personal rather than mechanical. The room becomes beautiful when it honors the life happening inside it. The kitchen that remains beautiful are rarely ones built on novelty. They last because they are honest. Their colors are gentle enough to live with. Their materials improve with age. Their storage respects real habit. Their beauty is not separate from usefulness. And perhaps, most importantly, they allow room for memory. A favorite mug, a wooden spoon worn by time, a bowl brought home years ago, a linen towel that always feels right in the hand. These things give the kitchen continuity. The room becomes more than an arrangement of finishes. It becomes part of your life story. That is what keeps a small kitchen refined and warm for years. Not perfection, but quiet permanence. In the end, the most beautiful small kitchen is not the one that looks most impressive. It is the one that feels easiest to live in, easiest to return to, and easiest to trust with the ordinary moments of the day. When a kitchen holds light well, stores things gently, leaves breathing room, and makes space for ritual, it begins to care for you back. That is the real secret. A cozy kitchen feels refined not because it is formal, but because it is settled. Warm not because it is crowded, but because it is thoughtful. Beautiful for years, not because it chases attention, but because it remains quietly true. If this kind of video speaks to you, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share in the comments what makes a kitchen feel comforting to you.